Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I thought we'll talk to Anand about venture capitalist and the market, what's happening in the market with venture capitalists and evaluations of these unicorns which is going on. I thought it'll be an interesting topic, and we'll especially touch upon this fintech companies and especially talk about Klarna. What's happening with Klarna, Anand?
See, Klarna was a buy now pay later company. There are companies in US and there's an Australian company. All of these are basically what they say is supposed to replace credit cards.
Correct.
So what you can do, they'll tie up with the merchant will pay them some money, commission, and they will raise money from investors and give these guys 3 months time to pay the money back. So suppose you buy a phone, instead of paying the money today, you will pay 0, 30, 60 over 3 installments. That is, you pay one third money now, one third on the 30th day, and one third on the 60th day. The merchant will either give credit, or when he asks for immediate payment, he will pay a service fee. And the merchant will also pay a joining fee with these clubs. For the merchant, it's a great competition. He is struggling for competition. It gives him a great advantage if he has tied up with a client, with the BNPL company, and the client will be in a position to buy any product he wants. It got so prevalent that even Walmart and Amazon have BNPL sites tie up
Correct.
with the other competitor of Klarna. Now, till about last year, we believe that we have a Goldilocks solution, that we have no inflation, we have no problems in the world.
Correct. Everything
We
is
can
amazing.
print any amount of money. You can transfer money to people. People will buy, and the whole world and inflation has disappeared. COVID made sure, brought us to the home, that this inflation problem of depending on Asia for manufacturing and a supply chain which is efficiency broke down, and that started the inflation problem. Most central banks thought this is a transitionary
Inflationary
problem
inflation, yes. Coming out of the pandemic.
coming out of the pandemic. They should have stopped liquidity. They kept on increasing liquidity, and bank one stimulus package was enough. They gave three stimulus packages. This is the work of the governments. So
Absolutely.
these guys had lot of money. They didn't know what to do. Banks had money at zero, so they didn't know what to do. So venture capitalists could borrow at very cheap rates. They could borrow at zero, practically zero, and 0.18
True.
per year. So the rich could, like somebody like Elon Musk wanted to buy Twitter like a toy.
Correct.
So somebody who had 10 million could borrow 1 million and give it to
Leverage the stock positions and borrow against that.
borrow at very low cost and put it in work with venture capital. And this low cost money has been running from 2002.
Correct. You've been
And
running
every
this for
time there has
long.
been a problem, the Fed has come to bail them out.
True.
So then they know this, the rich know that they can use their asset to borrow at zero cost,
And play lottery and
play lottery with VC, and make more money. And this
worst comes to us, Fed will bail me out.
and the Fed will bail me out. The biggest bailing out took place of SoftBank. SoftBank is basically a telecom company out of China, out of Japan.
Yes.
It started as a software distributor. Now Japan from 1989 has been running a zero interest loan.
Scheme, yes.
So he borrowed heavily from China,
From Japan.
and took one massive bet in Alibaba. It paid off.
Yes.
It paid off big time.
Correct. So
So everybody thought this guy is a genius.
yes, he can spot the
So
window.
what happened is, like Howard Marks says, it's a random bet that went right.
Correct.
Right. You had enormous capital at 0%. I took it and threw it on Alibaba,
Hubris. Yeah.
and Alibaba became a big hit.
Yes.
And therefore I became a billionaire. Therefore Miyasi-san is a genius.
Hubris set in.
Hubris set in. Out of that, others few stocks were also big hits. He went to extent of taking a chip maker private. But he also made a lot of stupid bets like WeWork, for Indian viewers, Oyo, and then Ola. These kind of stupid bets would never pay.
Correct.
Now what happened is two, three things went wrong. Most of these tech companies were in China. In China, you thought that it's all like free capital.
Yes, they thought there was two separate things. There's
Yeah.
the one China, which is just for the Communist Party.
Yes.
They allowed this business China also to flourish quietly, side by
Yeah,
side.
Yeah. Now Xi Jinping suddenly realized that Alipay has more data than him.
And he's
And
losing
Tencent,
control.
he
Yeah.
may lose control. So he smashed it. He knocked off Alipay. He hit Tencent. Then Didi, no software hail riding app. All three our man had money.
Correct.
So he squashed it. And with the collapse of WeWork and all this man had not only sold a portion of Alibaba, he used his Alibaba stock as leverage to
Leverage,
borrow.
borrow more, yes.
Now, the principal Alibaba stock itself started dropping.
So the lender started worrying.
Yeah. So now the house of cards started to tumble.
Correct.
When he started choking money, all VC started choking money. The first problem came in the public market. Like why he is not talking of Twitter. His $260 billion has now become $170 or $80 billion. I don't know how much it is. It's falling every day.
Yes.
Tesla stock is 50% down from top.
That's why he's also saying recession has come.
Recession has come. He's fired people.
Correct.
Right.
And
Now
his
it is
employees are
quite
working
possible
hard,
if inflation continues like this, it can fall another 50% from here.
Possible, yes.
Yes.
And we do not know how long it will take to come back up.
Yeah. And most of these venture capital money is casino money lent by people like Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk. There are many people like them. I'm just giving you
You're
names.
giving the big one,
the big fish,
top dogs
the top dogs. Gates has been warning about this.
for a long time.
Yeah, because Gates has been influenced by his uncle Warren.
Correct.
So he's become ultra defensive. Now for Klarna, what is the problem is Apple has more than $2 trillion in cash.
Yes.
Now he is saying, I will do Apple buy no pay later.
I'll
I
finance.
Why you have to finance?
Yes.
Why VC has to finance? I'll finance myself.
Correct.
I'll start with Apple products.
Correct. And as a consumer, you prefer ease of money borrowing and
Everything borrowing. What borrowing? What he is saying is instead of iPhone you discounted, he will increase the price by 5-10%.
Correct.
And say pay me after 90 days.
Yes.
And he has his credit score, everything.
Correct.
He has done his risk analysis and forecasting on how much it will fall and how much it will
Especially in developed countries, it's very easy.
In US, he is only launching in US.
Correct.
He is not giving here.
No, you don't come to India.
He is not coming to India, where it is difficult to collect. Where contract can be enforced, only he is giving.
Correct.
So he is now, everybody wants to get in, right? And as the world gets into this recession, we don't know how many people will buy Tesla.
We don't know how many people will buy iPhone also, to be very honest.
No, I'm saying Tesla is more costly.
Correct.
So Tesla is in serious trouble. That's why he's sacking people.
Yes.
Now, so is Zuckerberg, so is Amazon. So all these guys who have taken wild bets, like sending man to moon, sending man to Mars, are now finding as interest rates keep rising, banks are resetting. Now, this is wild moonshot bets. What the other guys have done, smarter guys, like Uncle Warren did, he went to Japan, sitting in Omaha. He didn't go to Japan. He's sitting in Omaha. He borrowed 100 million at 0.18 with no recourse for 20 years. That no recourse is very important. You can't take back the money.
Correct.
You can't claim. If I feel like, I'll give you. Otherwise, 20 years later, you have to take.
Correct.
He has bought 5% of all Japanese stocks, all the Zaibustus.
Yes, he's made a big bet there.
Okay. And they are giving dividend yield at 5%.
Correct.
He can use that to repay the loan and take that free. That is existing big companies undervalued, he has bought and kept.
Correct.
No problem.
Correct.
If it goes down, I'll buy more.
Okay.
No, that is the correct way to do this.
Correct.
But here you have gone and lent to fancy.
Without really knowing
without you know what you are doing,
Correct.
you have gone and given. Now, as the Nasdaq crashes.
Correct. The correction happens.
This is public. In public, if it's 50%.
In private, it's devastating.
That is why it has become 1/7.
Correct.
From $46 billion, it's become $6 billion. Now, the manifestation in India, I will tell you, there is a company called Byju's.
Correct.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Everyone advertises.
2 per 1 tutor and
Yes.
Do mil gaya na. Now he signed a deal to buy Akash.
Correct.
Now he has no money to pay JP Morgan, which is the guy who owns Akash. The original promoter of Akash has taken the money and gone.
He disappeared, yes.
Last year he took his son. The final 2 billion, who has 1 billion or 2 billion that has to be paid to JP Morgan or the institutional investor, Byju is asking for 2 months' time. There is a Kenan news site is there. It is now detailed what all Baiju has not even worked out its balance sheet for last 2 years.
Fabulous.
And now he's saying he'll pay 1 billion to buy a U2 company. U2 no company, which
Yes.
is listed in Nasdaq, and Chegg no company.
Hmm.
So he has to merge with a SPAC company to be listed. But if he doesn't raise money, there is no money, because already what he has done two things. He has already bundled all the receivables and sold it.
Hmm.
That is, if you say my kid is in a tuition, your
Correct.
son is tuition.
Correct.
Next 2 years fees he has signed
Correct.
with you and sold it to somebody else and collected money.
And he spent
You will pay over 2 years.
Correct.
He has already collected and spent.
Yes.
Now, this is first step problem. Second step problem, you don't have money to pay your son's fees.
Correct.
He's got some NBFC to lend you money.
Fabulous.
And given guarantee to that NBFC, if Vinod does not pay, I will pay. And that money also he has followed. And now he can't pay Akash. He's thinking of buying another. So unless the money comes out, he finds money, he is going to sink.
Fabulous.
If Baiju sinks, the end of startup dream in India. So this is how precarious things are. This is what I was trying to tell you.
My God. This sounds really scary. What's going to be happening in the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks, Anand.
Thank you. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like this content, kindly hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. If you do not turn on the bell notification, you will not be notified every time we put out a video. Once again, I thank you for supporting Be Rich. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.